So fun to see. Deltron, why are you friends so fun? I love you. Just waiting for Harry to get here. Hi, girl. What's up? Really excited for this episode of Urine for a Treat PCast. And just waiting for Harry to hop on. All right, come on, Harry, let's go. Let's get this show on the road. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Harry's a really awesome guest to have too, because we're going to focus on evolved Urine, aged Urine, and he's written books on it, and I have some questions about it, so... How do I invite Harry? Invite to join. Harry, but he's not on here yet. Here he is. Okay. Let me invite him on. How do I do that? Harry... Request to join. Can you request to join, Harry? Is that... Oh, here we go. My phone is finally behaving. Invite. Love and peace. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Harry.
Hey, Davina, thanks for allowing me to join you today. Really appreciate it.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for coming on to Urine for a Treat PCast. Welcome everybody who is here to this beautiful episode where I have Harry Matadine. And Harry is awesome because he has written 3 books on evolved or aged Urine. And I'm really excited to receive all of your wisdom and knowledge that you have to share. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm good. It's evening in the UK, evening time. I know in the USA, PST, it's very early, midday, isn't it? So yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, it's noon right now. So my dad actually lives in London, so I know like the time difference and when he goes to sleep and all that stuff. He is not into urine therapy though.
Well, I like to say not yet, because you never know. I've certainly learned on this journey never to give up on people. I mean, because it's frustrating, isn't it? Like, we all know the truth that urine is actual medicine, and you can talk to so many people, and even within our communities. But my point of saying all this is that you just never give up, because you never know. It might be years, and it teaches you a lot about patience too. Don't pressurize people, and if you keep with your truth that urine is magical, and yeah, sometimes you'll be surprised when people are desperate, they'll come to it.
Absolutely. And you know what? Out of a few of my friends who were like, I will never ever, they already have started to. So what I've learned and what I just know about myself as a human is I'm here to plant seeds. I'm here to just show the way through my own experience and to plant the seeds, but I'm not the soil, the sun, the water. Like, I don't have to force the growth. And when you just sit back, like, it's almost like, you know, those little kids that if you give them too much attention, they like will not come near you and they don't want anything to do with you. But the
Yeah.
second you ignore them, they're all over you. It's kind of like that for most people's psyche. Like, you just got to drop that seed and then just let it go and allow their own curiosity to bring them into it, which is what I've been doing. And it's been beautiful because so many people, I have to say that I get received so well when I talk about urine therapy. Like, it's
Hmm.
crazy. And the people that I've been able to influence and just share the knowledge with that are doing it, it's just like, it's the best thing ever. So
Yeah.
how did you've been doing this, you said, for how many years now?
I guess since summer 2016, so 6 years, just
6 years.
over 6 years. Yeah, it's quite a long time.
And in 6 years, you've written 3 books. How did that happen?
I mean, it's a long story which I'll condense. Basically, I was always open-minded, and I didn't know I was the same as everyone else, obviously. thinking it was a waste product. But like I said, open-minded. I read a book on Amazon. I bought a book called Your Own Perfect Medicine by Martha Christie. Have you heard that one?
I have it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, so that was, and the reason why I got it mainly is because it had loads of reviews. I'm just a junkie for like, oh, it's got loads of reviews, but I don't know what it was. It came within a few days. I read it in a park in Birmingham as I was trying to survive and live without my parents and do other things, but it was coming to an end. And I read that book in a day because it's a very short book, and it kind of made me curious. I thought, wow, there must be something to it, but I'm not 100%. I need to drink my urine because I can, and I'll do it tomorrow morning. So I think the book suggested do your first the morning pee. And bear in mind, I wasn't into health. I was drinking tap water and all this, and wrong diet and all this. But yeah, I drank it first of the morning a little bit, and the vibration change was huge. It wasn't like subtle. It was very obvious, and I felt like a whole different person. It shocked me basically. And apparently at this time, I thought I'd cured my depression, but I hadn't because it took me to a new level of happiness. I was like, oh, I must have still been depressed. So that was just, I don't remember how much exactly, Davina. I think it was like half a cup of my morning urine. I remember it was first in the morning. And that got
Okay.
me really excited. And I remember subconsciously saying, my life's never going to be the same again. And I didn't know how, I didn't know how, but you just have an inner knowing because your consciousness is transformed. And I felt like I had to relearn my life again because the vibration shift was so much. It's like acting as a different character because there's such a difference. So I got excited. I had to relearn how to be a higher vibration from the difference. So it was all very
Right.
new and exciting. And I got really excited those first few days. I remember intuitively rubbing some on my tummy. I don't think Martha Christie's book told me to do that. And I felt different for 20 minutes after I rubbed a little bit of fresh on my tummy. My dad noticed the difference. He went and picked me up from where I was trying to live. So yeah, those were the first few days. I must say quickly to people that I'm sure people that drink urine might know that you get a reaction sometimes. We cut up. Let's see. Did it break up a
I
little bit?
can't tell. It's breaking up a little bit, but I'm like, I don't know if that's on your end or on my end. Mine is showing that it has full Wi-Fi right now, but I'm just hoping this doesn't. Instagram's messed with me before, so I'm hoping that when we
Got you.
start talking about this, when we're changing the paradigm, when we're shifting this consciousness, like they're like, put a stop to it, you know? So, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. So your
Yeah.
dad noticed that there was a difference.
My dad knows the difference. And what I want to say to the audience is, one thing I must say was because of the difference in change, every time you take something that's really powerful, you get something called a detox hexamer reaction. And that means that you're going to feel worse before you got better. So yes, initially I got loads of energy, but what I noticed within the first 2 days consistently was I was getting some kind of runoff diarrhea in my tummy. But I knew without having read books on it that that wasn't a bad thing. I don't know how you know these things. Some people can misinterpret that as, oh, it's making me worse. It must be true. It's a waste. But I knew it didn't. It was clearly my bowels because my bowels had never had such good structured water, which is another topic I'm going to talk about
Right.
later. The main benefit of urine to me is it's structured. There's loads of good things with it, but it's structured. And
Right.
my body, my colon had never received it. There was blockages there, and it just pushed it out within the first few days of using it.
Yeah, I have a friend who just started. She's on her fourth day, and her message to me yesterday was, okay, so I've had diarrhea for like 2 days, and she's just like, and I don't like, part of me is like, this is fine, it's not a problem, but I just wanted to check in with you. And I'm like, yeah, when we detox, you know, some people will have breakouts of their skin initially because your body is getting rid of the heavy metals, all the poisons, all the shit that's from the air, from the food, from the water, everything that we're consuming, and your body has to detox, so it's going to get worse like you said before it gets like way better.
Yeah, especially with something so powerful. Sometimes you take things that are less powerful, so you can do it slow. But I guess my personality has always been go fast and go. I mean, that's why
Go
I do
in.
drink the smelly aged. I put the smelly, which is another topic we can talk about, because I specialize actually in aged. But I
Yeah.
started with obsessing with urine and fresh, and that blew my mind. But the aged urine, when I learned about that from other people on Facebook, that took me to a level I was like, whoa, well, what is this free medicine that's available to all humanity?
Filled with stem cells, and when it's aged, more stem cells, like more and more powerful. So people look at it and go like, ooh, old urine bad, and it's like, no, old urine is the most magical thing on this fucking planet
Fact.
coming from you.
Yeah. It's also the most smelliest. But even I like the smell now. I don't know about you, Davina, but you can get used to the smell in a kind of when you mess about with it. Like it's a incredible medicine. Yeah, incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like I have some aging on my balcony, so like I'm not smelling it often, but I had this one that was like black. It was so aged, and I was going to do an enema with it. And so I was
Yeah,
mixing some fresh that was still aged. It was like probably a few days old with some of this. I don't even remember when I started this one. So it's just old or aged and or evolved. I love because Brother Sage said he loved using the word evolved because even the word aged gives a connotation that's like makes people judge it and look at it as like bad. So like evolved is Urine I really like. And so as I was like mixing the two for the enema, something in me was like, you're gonna drink some of that black one. And I was like, no, I'm not. Like, I don't think I should, but there was something in me that's like, this is proof that this can never go bad. It can never harm you and how powerful it is. So I was like, oh my God, I'll do a shot. Like I just had a compromising with whatever higher being was telling me. I'm like, okay, I will take a shot. And it smelled bad. Like when I first smelled it, I was like, God, it smells like a fucking porta potty in like a festival. And then I was like, Davina, take that thought out of your head. Like, do not create these stories around it. It's just medicine. It's just very powerful medicine. The thing that was crazy was when I took the first sip of it, as bad as it smelled, it tasted like nothing, Harry. Like
yeah,
nothing. It was so clean tasting. I could not, it was black as your hair, as black, and like it was insane how good it tasted. So I agree. And I've drank some that's like 3 weeks old, like 8 ounces or more, like just chugged down. And I definitely feel that like cleansing out more because it doesn't necessarily make me like poop anymore. I have good poops anyway, but sometimes I'll drink it and like within minutes I have to go to the bathroom even if I just went to the bathroom, but that doesn't always happen. It's always different. So
yeah. It's amazing. The darker, well, there's a rule when it comes to the aging of urine. And basically, the darker it is, the better. The darker, and then black's being the ultimate. And also, after time, it actually loses complete smell. But it doesn't mean because it doesn't, you shouldn't do it. So, urine, the rule is the longer you leave it in a container in a bottle with open or closed lid, even it does age. Wherever you put it, you just close it, pee in it, and the longer, the more powerful it gets. Day by day, it ferments. Like you said, there's an increase in stem cells. There's definitely with pH strips increase in alkalinity. And if you look into the research of Otto Warburg and alkaline diet, I think there's a lot of truth to that. That the more alkaline your fluids or diet, the fluids, the more healthy you're going to be. And then of course there's a high negative charge, which means electric energy because you are electricity. Negative charge, same as the beach when you ground, same as the air when you breathe, same as the liquid that you take from the aged urine. So you're electrifying your body with what it needs to thrive and give you energy. So on one hand, it's a powerful detoxifier of poisons that are already in you, and on the other hand, it's also an energy giver. And then the breath slows down when you take it. It's very obvious when you take it in whatever format, your breath slows down, your mind calms down, you get rebalanced into some kind of sacred center because we're all a little bit off balance here because the way the
right.
system's set up. And that's the reason why I feel that the main reason why it's programmed as waste is because it puts us back into our holy center and our sacredness, keeps us healthy, thriving, off big pharma, and calm, concentrated, and recognition of the power of the human body, which the people above do not want. Because if everyone knew they were that powerful and
We
felt
wouldn't
it,
have the world how it is. The world
yeah,
couldn't, he couldn't be controlling us.
no, and that's why to me in the health realm, I think it's the biggest deliberate lie. Because I don't know, Davine, do you remember where someone told you it was a waste? Because I don't know where I learned it, but I learned it somewhere.
No, it was like, if it goes into the toilet, then it must be. It was just that thing of like, oh, you poo and pee in the toilet. Like, there was never a part of me that thought, I always thought it was weird that when you got stung by a jellyfish, they would tell you to pee on it for that. Like, I always was like, that's an interesting thing. And then there's a part of me that's like, I don't want someone to pee on me, because I didn't know how powerful and how clean. It's so fun. Whenever somebody says to me now, urine is a